Understand this, guys. Whenever you appear for an interview, by the very first time you utter a single word from your mouth, HR of the BPO industry starts assessing your communication skill. Guys, if you want to appear for an international BPO interview, you should have good communication skill. And preparation of the interview in advance helps you a lot. Hello guys, I hope you are doing fine. My name is Pankaj Sharma and I'll take you through the journey of BPO job interview. In this video, I'll tell you all the steps which are necessary to crack a BPO interview. Guys, I have worked in BPOs for more than 5 years and I know how to crack interviews. So I think this information will be helpful to you. In these 5 years, I worked in different BPOs. So I can tell you almost everything about BPOs and how to crack interviews. This video will also be helpful for the other people or for the people who want to apply in jobs in other industries. Because the questions that I'm going to share here and the questions that I'm going to answer here will also be useful for the people or for the candidates who are going to apply for jobs in other industries. The most important thing to prepare or to apply for any job is that you prepare in advance. Right? If you just prepare yourself for the final day of the interview, you would not be able to successful in the interview. So to be successful in any interview, you need to prepare in advance. I'll tell you from the beginning to the end what components you need to crack the interviews in BPO. I'll tell you how to make your resume, how to make your CV. So there is a difference between CV and resume. I'll also tell you how to make your cover letter. So guys, let's get started. Alright guys, the very first point, before you prepare yourself for any job interview, you need to know the industry that you're going to apply for. So if you want to apply in a BPO industry, it's better that you can take some time, half an hour or 1 hour, research on the internet what is a BPO industry, what do you need to do in that, what's the business. Guys, once you're done with this, when you know what is BPO industry, the second step is know the company you're going to apply in. So when you go in any company, you need to know what is the company about, who is the CEO of the company, what is company's belief. All right. So before you go and apply for the job, you need to know what is this company, because HR has an expectation from you that you know something about this company. Plus, you have some zeal and enthusiasm to join this particular company. So, what attracts you towards the company? That is something that you need to know. So, take half an hour and research on that company. Once you're done searching about the company that you're going to apply for, the next step is making your resume. You need to prepare a resume for freshers. And there's one more thing which we call curriculum vitae and cover letter. I'll make a full-fledged video on how to prepare your resume and curriculum vitae, plus how to write your cover letter in the upcoming video. Here I'll tell you the main points, the questions, the typical questions which are asked in BPO industry and in BPO interview. All right, guys. The first question that you hear the most, or the first question which is typically asked in all BPO interview is, tell me something about yourself. So there are many ways to mold this question, and interviewer can ask this question in many ways. But the question is very simple, guys. Your introduction, right? So understand this, guys. Whenever you appear for an interview, by the very first time you utter a single word from your mouth, HR of the BPO industry starts assessing your communication skills. Guys, if you want to appear for an international BPO interview, you should have good communication skills. And preparation of the interview in advance helps you a lot. Alright guys, so let's have a look on these 7 points over there. These 7 points are used in making your introduction. Even I use these 7 points to make my introduction. Now it totally depends upon you in which company or industry you're going to apply. So basically, this is for BPO. You can pick up these 7 points and make your own introduction because you know better yourself, right? The first point is name. So you tell them what is your name, right? It's basic, right? In the second point, your roots. So root means where you belong from, right? You can simply say that I belong to Delhi, I belong to UP. So the place that you belong to. The third point is your educational or academic qualification, right? So you show them, you tell them what is your educational qualification, whether you have done graduation or post graduation from this or that university. The fourth point is technical knowledge, technical skill if you have any. So you can simply mention any diploma or any certificate or any technical course that you have done from any institute. The fourth point is your achievements or internship if you have any. Guys, only mention your internship if you have done it, right? Otherwise, you can also mention your volunteership. If you have volunteered yourself in any NGO or any social work, you can also mention here. It puts a lot of impact on interviewer. Guys, the last and the very important thing, the skills that you have developed uh, from your hobbies or from your volunteership or from the internship or from your college or university, right? So the skills that you have developed, you need to tell them and show that to the interviewer. So you can simply say that, while working in this particular NGO or while working in this particular company, I have developed good communication skills. Right? I have also developed teamwork skills. I have also developed problem solving skills. So you don't need to just tell them one by one. You tell the skills that you have developed. So like if you say that while working in this particular company, XYZ company, I have developed communication skills, which will help me a lot to interact with my customers and to deal with my colleagues. And I have also developed teamwork skills because guys, when you join any industry, you will have to work in a team, right? So you need to tell them. So when you tell this to the interviewer, you will also get much impressed by you. Guys, you need to make sure that you do not stretch your introduction for more than 3 to 4 minutes, right? The last point is your hobbies. Now, guys, here there's a turning point. You can mold your hobbies according to the need of the company, right? Many people have many habits, many hobbies, right? I also have many hobbies, but I cannot tell them that I play video games throughout the day or I love playing cricket, right? It does not help you to get the job. So you need to tell the specific hobby which helps you to get a job. Simply like I like to read books, something which puts positive impact on the. All right, guys, let's move to the second question, which is mostly asked in BPO industry. See, this question is usually asked in BPO industry uh, in the interview. What happens when you tell that I like to read this particular book or I have watched this particular movie? So the next question will simply be which movie have you watched? You have watched this movie. You need to explain that, right? The HR can simply ask question on the basis of that particular movie. See, guys, in BPO interviews, HR usually check your grammar and your communication skills. They try to find the mistakes in your grammar. So when they ask you, just explain that movie, or please tell us what did you read in that particular book. So they want to check your past tense and your present tense, right? What happens in BPO industry mostly that you interact with foreigners, right? If you're working in especially international BPOs, you will interact with foreigners, and there they mostly talk in present tense and past tense. The past tense and present tense should be very strong. The mostly asked question is just tell me about the latest movie that you have watched, or tell me something about the latest book that you have read. So here, as I told you earlier, that they want to check your past tense as well as your present tense. What happens? There simple questions like, "What did you do yesterday?" Tell me something about your daily routine. So tell me about your daily routine. Tell me about your most memorable day. Tell me about Delhi Metro. So they want to check your communication skills. They also want to check your past and present tense. Guys, if you want to crack the interviews and BPOs, and if you do not have good grasp on past and present tense, please make it. Alright guys, so in this video, I'll try to give a demonstration of this question. So let's talk about this question. What did I do yesterday? Right. So in this question, interviewer mostly want to check your ability to use second form of the verb. Let me give a demonstration to you. So let's start. So simply, HR asked this question. So how would I say? Yes, sir. I woke up early in the morning yesterday, and after that, I took some time to prepare myself, and then I went for a morning walk. I exercised for around 1 hour, and I came back from there. I uh, took bath. I had my breakfast, and then I sat with my family to have a family discussion. Right, my family was there, and we had a lot of talks. After that, my friend called me, and I went with him to hang out. So I came back at home around 6. After that, I knew that I needed to prepare for my interview. So I prepared myself for the interview for 3 hours. I stood in front of mirror. I prepared myself for the interview. When I was pretty sure that I have prepared a lot and I would be able to face the interview, I went to bed and slept. Alright guys, so this is how you display your ability to use past form in past tense, right? Uh, this is how it is done. Although there's a list of questions which are asked in BPO interview, what I'll do, I'm going to make the next videos, especially on the questions which are asked in BPOs and answer on them. This video will help you a lot for how to prepare for BPO job interview. Please subscribe to my channel here and please press the bell icon. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice day.